Hello again, I'm Katie with the Parks and Rec Fitness Department, and today we're going to be doing a yoga class that you can follow along with right at home. So we'll get started now. You could sit on a blanket or a pillow if it's more comfortable for you, in any comfortable cross-legged position, or with your feet out, legs out long if it's not comfortable to sit cross-legged. And then just finding a nice long spine. You could wiggle a little bit side to side. On the inhale, lifting the shoulders up by the ears, feeling that tension, and then exhale, relax the shoulders down. We'll do that again, inhaling, lifting the shoulders up by the ears, and then exhale, relax. One more time, big inhale as you lift up through the crown of the head and the shoulders. And then exhaling, fully relaxing the shoulders down. You could have your hands on your knees or in your lap. Then you could shut your eyes or look forward on the floor in front of you, just bringing your attention inward and finding your breath. Know when you're breathing in and know when you're breathing out. Setting aside thoughts from the day, setting aside any worries or concerns, and bringing yourself right into the present moment. Notice how your torso expands as the air fills up, lifting belly, rib cage, chest. And on the exhale, the navel draws towards the spine. On the inhale, feel the length through the spine, lifting up through the crown of the head, broadening the shoulders. And on the exhale, grounding through the tailbone, relaxing the shoulders even more. And now we're going to come forward to hands and knees. You want your hands directly underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath the hips. On the inhale, let your chest come forward between the arms, slight tilt downward in the hips, and then on the exhale, rounding up through the spine in our cat stretch. Doing that again, inhaling, chest comes forward between the arms. Exhaling, one more time just like that, inhaling, chest forward. And on the exhale, adding in a little more movement, we'll round up and then press back towards child's pose. Wiggling a little bit side to side, dropping the tailbone heavy towards the heels, and your forehead could come towards the mat. Reach out through the fingertips and then ground through the hands. Feel the grounding of your forehead. Feel the movement of your abdomen. As you inhale, your abdomen moves towards your legs. And as you exhale, it hollows out. Now we'll add in a little more movement on the inhale, shifting forward, maybe a little dropping the hips toward the mat a little, and on the exhale, rounding up, pressing back. Inhaling forward, keep the elbows soft, shoulders relaxed. Maybe coming toward cobra, and exhale, rounding up. One more time, inhaling forward. On the exhale, soften the elbows, lower yourself all the way to the mat. Ground through the tops of the feet, draw the navel towards the spine, and bring your hands wide on the outside of the chest, tucking the elbows in. Looking down towards the floor, chin tucked in towards the chest. On the inhale, lifting up to cobra, exhaling, releasing down. Inhaling, lifting up. Exhaling down. Maybe even lifting the hands so you know you're using your back muscles as you lift up on the inhale. Exhaling down. Now walking the hands out a little wider, you could tent the fingers and inhaling up, exhaling down. One more time, inhaling, maybe looking towards one direction, And inhaling center, looking towards the other direction. Inhaling center. Exhale, slowly release. Replant your hands on the outside of the chest. And then press your way back up to tabletop. Adjusting so there's symmetry with your hands and your knees. And then sending back your right leg. Roll a few times over the toes, forward and back, stretching the calf as you press your heel behind you. And then stretching the top of the foot as you roll over the toes. And then next, lifting up that right leg. Make a few big circles of the ankle. Try to spread your toes as you do. And then circle the opposite direction. On the next inhale, extend the foot behind you, looking forward. And then on the exhale, draw the knee towards the chest, contracting the core. Inhaling to lengthen. Exhale, knee in towards the chest. We'll do that one more time. Inhaling to lengthen. And exhaling. This time as you inhale and lengthen, on the exhale, bring the leg forward perpendicular to the mat. Inhaling, maybe a little bend in the knee. You could turn to look towards your toes. Exhaling the leg forward. One more time, inhaling the leg behind, maybe looking behind. And then exhaling. This time, slide your foot along the ground, planting the foot, and then walk your hands back so that you're on your knee, and your knee is right in line with the foot. Reaching the arms out, take a big inhale. And on the exhale, side bend over that extended leg. Inhaling center. And then exhale to the other side of the mat. We'll do that again, inhaling back upright. Exhale, side bend to gate pose. And then inhaling center. Side bending to the opposite direction. You could hold here or you could reach across. You could even try lifting up that leg. And now bringing the shins parallel to each other. Shift your hips back. Keep both hands over to the left side of the mat as you come back to child's pose. You could shift your hips slightly to the left to deepen the stretch. And then walk your hands back towards the center of the mat. Press back up to tabletop. Now we'll extend back our left leg, pressing the toes into the floor, rolling a few times forward and back. Pausing for a nice stretch of the calf, pressing the heel back, and then rolling back over the toes. Now lifting up the leg, do a few circles of the ankle, spreading your toes as you do. And then circling the opposite direction. On the next inhale, lengthen the leg out, looking forward. Exhale, draw the knee towards the nose. Inhale to lengthen. Exhaling one more time, inhaling, looking forward. Exhaling. This time as you inhale and lengthen, on the exhale, bring the leg forward perpendicular to the mat. Inhaling the leg behind, you could bend the knee, maybe see if you can find your toes in your eyesight. Exhaling, flex the foot. One more time, inhaling the leg behind. And exhaling, this time slide the foot along the floor, planting it when it's right in line with your knee, walking your hands back. Reaching the arms wide, take a big inhale. On the exhale, side bend over the extended leg. Inhaling through the center. Exhale into our knee-supported side plank. One more time, coming back upright. Exhaling over. And then inhaling center. And holding that knee-supported side plank. You could reach up. You could reach across. You could even try lifting up that leg, balancing on one knee. And then lining up the shins. Keep both hands over on the right side of the mat as you shift the hips back to child's pose. Maybe shifting the hips slightly to the right. Now walk your hands to the center of the mat. Press your way back to tabletop. Maybe walking the hands out an inch or so, creating a little longer spine. And then curling the toes underneath, lifting up the hips to downward facing dog. Here, spreading out, distributing the weight evenly through the whole hand and the fingertips, letting your head drop between the arms. And you could tread the heels, dropping one heel and then the other. And then finding a little stillness, broadening the back muscles, lift the tailbone, bring your chest a little closer to the mat. Take a few breaths and then start to walk your feet coming forward all the way to the top of the mat. Softening the knees. Let your head hang. Nice deep bend in the knees, almost so you could rest your torso against the tops of the legs. Maybe holding the elbows, starting a little sway side to side, ragdoll. And then shake your head no. Nod your head, yes. Shrug your shoulders, so what? And then slowly rolling your way up to standing. You could have your feet together or a little bit apart, whatever is comfortable. Feet are parallel with the edges of the mat. Draw in the navel, lift the chest, relax the shoulders, finding your center. Take a big inhale, reach overhead. On the exhale, you could have your hands reach it apart or together, whatever is comfortable for your shoulders. Side bend to one direction. Inhale, center. Exhale, over to the other side. Inhale, center. Exhale, soften the knees, come all the way forward. Step back your right leg into a high lunge, wiggling back the toes until your knee is right over the ankle. And then we'll lower that back knee down. Taking your left hand on your left knee, reach your right arm forward. Make a big circle, leaning back a little. We'll do a couple big circles, inhaling forward. Exhaling, releasing one more time, reaching all the way. And then planting your hand on the inside of the foot. From here, we'll lift, option to lift the knee off, or you could keep your knee down and take your left hand up. Little twist to the opposite wall. Now replanting both hands on the inside of the foot. Start to pivot towards the long edge of your mat or your towel or whatever you're using. And then just a little freestyle movement. Shift a little side to side, let your head hang. And if it's more comfortable, you could have a block or a book or something to keep your body a little more upright. On the inhale, lengthening the spine, looking up. And exhaling, releasing into the wide leg fold. Start to soften the left knee, lifting the back heel up as you pivot back towards the front of the mat. And then stepping your back foot forward into a fold. Inhaling to reach overhead. Exhaling, mountain pose, Tadasana. Next, inhale, reach overhead. Exhaling, side bend. Inhale, center. Exhale to the other side. Inhale, center. Exhale into the fold, soften the knees. And then stepping back your other foot. Wiggle back the toes until your right knee is over the ankle. And then slowly lowering the back knee down. Take your right hand on your right knee. Now reach the left arm forward. We'll do a few big circles of the arm. You could lean forward as you reach forward and then lean back a little as you circle behind. One more time. Inhaling. And exhaling. Plant the foot on the hand on the inside of the front foot. And then option to keep the knee down or lift the back knee up as you twist towards the right. And then releasing both hands toward the mat and pivoting to the other wide edge of the mat. Again, shifting a little bit side to side. And you could bring your hands out in front of your chest onto the block or the floor. And then maybe even coming wider so you're almost in a wide leg down dog position. Letting your head drop between the arms. Take a few breaths and then walk your way back. Start to pivot towards the front of the mat, lifting the back heel, and then stepping the back foot forward. Inhale, reach both arms overhead. Exhaling, hands to your heart. On the inhale, reach overhead. Exhale, fold forward again. Step back your right foot. And then inhaling, reaching up the arms, crescent lunge. Take a big inhale here. On the exhale, take a small twist, letting your one hand find the back leg, the other arm reaches up. You could look over your left shoulder. And then releasing, unwind. Bring your back foot forward a bit, maybe widening the stance, hips facing forward. We're coming into warrior one. You want both hips forward, chest is forward. On the inhale, reach the arms out. Exhaling, draw the energy inward. Inhale, open up, maybe looking up. Exhale, contract the core. One more time, inhale to open. And exhaling. Now opening up the arms, start to lift the back heel off, coming towards warrior three. You could keep your back toes planted or try a little bit of a balance. Shifting forward, you could keep your arms reaching out or maybe try reaching forward. Flex the back ankle, toes pointing towards the floor. Keep the standing knee soft. And then shifting forward, start to lift that right knee, flex the ankle. And then turning the knee out to the side, placing the ankle on top of the other leg. Sitting back. Option here, you could have your toes planted. And then from there, maybe reaching the arms wide, rotating the thumbs under as you lift your heart, flying the arms back. Take an inhale, coming back upright. And slowly, with control, lower that foot to the earth. Recentering into Tadasana. Take a big inhale, reach overhead. And exhaling. Soften the knees, fold forward. Step back your left foot, high lunge. Inhaling, reach the arms overhead. Draw the navel towards the spine, relax shoulders down from the ears. Inhaling here. On the exhale, start to twist to the right. This time, the right hand finds the back of the back leg. Left arm reaches up. You could look over your right shoulder. And then unwinding, reaching up. And bring your back foot in a bit. Planting the back heel. You can widen the distance between your feet, allowing you to shift both hips to face forward. And then bending into the front knee. And reaching the arms out, warrior one. Inhaling to open up. Exhale, draw the energy inward. Inhale, open up. Exhaling. One more time, inhaling. Open the heart. Exhaling. And now releasing out. You could lift the back heel, start to shift your weight forward, either keeping the back toes grounded or floating that back foot into warrior three. Option to reach straight ahead. Toes pointing down to the floor. Take another deep breath, inhaling, and exhale a little longer. Slowly coming upright and bringing that front knee up in front of you. Turning the knee out to the side, reaching the arms long, option to ground the foot. And then start to sit the hips back. Rotating the thumbs underneath, pressing the hands behind you, lifting the heart, drawing the navel to support the spine, and breathe. Slowly reaching back up as you lift the knee, and exhale a slow descent, dropping that foot down to the mat, readjusting into Tadasana. Now walking the feet a little wider as you inhale, reach overhead, and exhaling into a low squat. Your heels may pop up off the floor, that's fine. Using the elbows to open up a little deeper. Keep the spine long. And then from there, just taking a seat. And we'll bring our left foot in and extend the right leg out to the side. Take your right palm facing upward on the right leg, sliding it down as you reach your left arm up and over. Inhaling here. Exhale, plant the left hand, reach the right arm up. A little bit of a back bend. We'll flow through that again. Inhaling, center. Exhaling, side bending over the extended leg. Inhale, center. Exhale, planting. This time you have the option, if you'd like, to lift the hips up, reaching that arm behind. Inhaling, center. And exhaling back one last time. Now start to rotate, turning your torso to face that extended leg. Take an inhale to lengthen the spine. And then exhale, coming forward a little farther. You can relax the head. And then walk the hands back upright and bring both heels wide. Take an inhale to lengthen the spine. And on the exhale, walking the hands forward, spine long. Take a breath from there, inhaling to lengthen. Exhaling. Coming down as far as you're comfortable. When you find your edge, just relax the head and neck. And walk the hands back up. And this time we'll take our right foot in, keeping the left leg extended. Take your left hand, palm facing up, along the shin of your left leg. Inhaling, and then exhale as you side bend, reaching the right arm up and over. Inhale through center. Exhale, reach that left hand up. Again, inhaling center. Exhale into the side bend. Inhaling center. You could hold here, or again, option to lift those hips up, maybe pointing the toes, reaching the arm behind. Inhaling back, and side bending one more time. And release. Now bring both feet in front of you, planting the feet. And then lean back just enough so that you're feeling your core engaged. You could hold here, or you have the option to float the feet. Second option, you could try reaching the arms forward, but keeping chest lifted, shoulders relaxed. Third option, you could straighten the legs out. Wherever you are, we'll hold for 3 breaths. Inhaling and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Final inhale and exhale, releasing down. Hug the backs of the legs, shifting a little side to side, stretching between the shoulder blades. And then sitting up tall, and we'll start to make our way slowly all the way down to the mat. Coming down 1 vertebra at a time. And when you get there, hug both knees toward the chest. Rock a little bit side to side. Keep a hold of your left leg, extend your right leg long on the floor. And then start to draw the left leg across your body, taking a twist. And you could reach your left arm out to the left. Maybe turning your head to the left, softening the shoulders. And start to roll it back, hug both knees to the chest. And now we'll extend the left leg long, hugging the right knee in. Begin to extending the right arm out to the side. Take the right leg across towards the left, taking your opposite side twist. Soften both shoulders. You could shut your eyes here. And begin to slowly roll back toward the center, taking both knees in again. And then reaching down, you could grab a hold of your shins or 2 fingers around your big toe, bringing your feet up towards the floor, happy baby. Feel free here to rock side to side, whatever feels good to you. You might try straightening one or both legs. And then begin to bring the soles of your feet together. And let your feet come towards the mat, knees opening out to the side. Reach your arms overhead to stretch your abdomen. Take a few deep breaths. And then sliding one and then the other foot down, letting your arms come down by the side, and we'll come into our relaxation. So if it's not comfortable to lie with your legs flat, you could also bend your knees and plant your feet, letting your knees fall in toward each other. Or you could stay in our reclined butterfly with your soles of your feet connected. Whatever's most comfortable for you. Maybe putting a blanket underneath your knees. Wiggle the chest a little side to side, letting the shoulder blades drop in. Letting your feet flop open if your legs are extended. And returning your attention to your breath. Scanning your body. Relax your toes and your ankles. Let your calf muscles spread out on the floor, soften the backs of the knees. Relax your hips. Feel the movement of your abdomen with your breath. Soften the chest and the shoulders. Relax the elbows. Unclench fingers and thumbs. Release your lower jaw, softening all the muscles of your face, smoothing out the space in between your eyebrows, and just let go. Stay here for as long as you feel good doing it. You could even press pause. And next we'll begin to find a few small movements, wiggling fingers and toes. Circling wrists and ankles. Letting your head nod gently side to side. And then bringing your arms overhead and your feet back toward each other, legs together. Take one more big inhale, stretching from fingertips to toes, and exhale. Let it all out. Bending the knees, plant one foot and then the other on the mat, and then rolling to either direction, using your lower arm as a pillow, just resting on your side for a few breaths. And finally, very slowly, letting your head come up last, use your arms to press your way back to a seated position. Any comfortable seated position. Let peace extend from my mind to yours. I share the light of the world with you. Namaste.